Hello, 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 and welcome to the Pottervision podcast, the podcast where every single week, myself, Lucas Kirkby, and this gentleman on my screen, Tom Marvolo Lawrenson, we look at a chapter from the Harry Potter books and we use them as a springboard for conversation. This week, we're on episode 78 and we're on chapter 21 of The Goblet of Fire, the House Elf Liberation Front. Tom, am I coming in clear?
Am I coming in clear? Yes, my beautiful televisual friend.
Lovely. Fantastic. How are you?
I am well. It is a gorgeous Sunday. She's a bit frosty, if you don't mind me saying. Bit of a cold Sunday. I woke up and it's been very cold. The other day, I went to work. I woke up in the morning and I got out to my car and my windscreen was frosted over, right? We're in April. I go to scrape off the ice. I
Why?
do so. I get in the car, I'm driving to work, and I notice I've scratched a big scratch across my windscreen.
Oh, you're kidding.
You'd catch your nail on it.
Oh, blooming heck.
It's not right, that, is it?
No. Brand new car as well.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, dear. And is it irredeemable? You can't sort it?
I could get a new windscreen, maybe. Or perhaps you, now that you've sold your house, would like to buy me a car.
Hey,
Best
why
man
not?
present. Best man present, eh?
Best man present. I'll buy you a new car. Hey, why not? You can have a red one, a blue one, or a black one. It's up to you.
Oh, black one, please.
All right. I'll get you a lovely black car.
How have you been, old boy?
I am well. I am
Are you-
currently
I was
in
going
the
to ask,
land of Germany.
are you pixelated in real life or just on my screen?
Just on your screen, on
Got
my
you.
screen, I'm as clear as a bell. I'm
Am I
looking
coming in
good.
clear?
Am I coming in clear?
You fled to Germany without telling anyone.
What do you mean? Well, I've not
You,
moved officially yet. That's next month.
no,
But
but you've gone over there. You didn't tell me at all. So all of a sudden, listeners, the other day, he goes, "I'm in Germany," and I'm like, "Oh."
well, I forgot to tell my lodger. So I texted him while I was in the airport. I was like, by the way, I've gone away for 10 days. Will you look after Puppy?
I got a message off your lodger saying he saw you running out the house with like a half-packed suitcase with a trouser leg hanging out the side of it.
Yeah. I had a stick with a gingham cloth wrapped around the end like Gromit leaving the house. I had my picnic hamper on a stick, and I was running off to the airport.
I think, do they call it a bindle?
Oh, I don't know, but I hope so. Being my new word, bindle, a bindle.
Maybe.
Very nice.
Yeah. How
Hey,
is the
but I'll
weather
tell you
in...
what,
What?
the weather's all right. Yeah, it's a bit cool, but I like it like that. You know, I'm a cool guy.
I know you did.
But
Me
yeah.
and you went for a full English once at the end of August in Edinburgh once. And I said, "Oh, it's a beautiful day. Can we eat outside?" And you said, "Oh, no." And so we ate inside.
I don't like it. I think it's because I grew up in Llandudno where every time you eat outside, seagulls will steal your food off you. And I
You
don't
can't
know.
blame the seagulls for everything, pal.
Well, you can blame them for that. Why not?
I was asking you why you take 100% of the Pottervision funds, and your thing is, I grew up in Llandudno where the seagulls would take all my money, so this is how it's worked out. Okay, I shan't ask any more questions.
Hey, listeners, it'll get you through life. If you ever want a cheaper deal on your car insurance, get out of an engagement you don't want to go to, just mention seagull trauma. It'll get you through. Hey, but
Yeah.
while I was on my way to Germany, I got stopped in the airport.
Oh yeah,
I've
recognised.
no, not recognised. But I've got my bag. I was going through. No, nothing to declare. Going out, and the man says, "Excuse me, I'd like to X-ray your luggage." So I was like, "All right, I've got nothing to hide." So he takes me into a little room. He puts on some blue gloves, which makes me clench my buttocks a bit. It makes me a bit nervous. But then he goes, "What have you got in here?" I said, "Oh, just clothes." He goes, "No presents or anything like that." I said, "No, no, no." He goes, "All right, I'll put it through the X-ray machine." So he puts it through the X-ray machine, and he goes, "Hey, what's this big long thing in here?" And I was like, "Don't know." And then it dawned on me it was this podcast microphone, and he had to open up the thing and have a look at it. And I had to convince him that I hadn't just bought it and that it was mine.
Can I just say, and I don't say this often about airport security, but that guy sounds like a complete tosser.
Well, he was very nice about the whole thing, but then he
I
forgot
don't
where he
think
put my
so.
passport and boarding pass, and then we had to
Oh,
find it.
even more so then. Listeners, you
Yeah.
might want to join me in saying this wherever you are in the world. What a useless tosser.
Hey, I've got a story to tell you about. The gig we did in Doncaster together last month.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I did it again last week, right? And there was a
Dan
funny
Turner.
audience member, right? There's a comedian. There was a headliner on, and she goes, "Oh, I didn't have sex for 2 years." And then she goes to the audience. She goes, "Can anyone beat that like this?" And a woman puts her hand up, and she goes, "She must be about in her mid-50s, this lady." And she goes, "Hey, I can beat that. I've not had sex in 7 years like this."
Yeah.
And the headliner goes, "Oh, do you mind me asking why not?" And then she just goes, "Well, I'm better and quicker." And then she proceeds to do a vulgar mime of her enjoying herself in front of everybody, which nobody asked her to do, uh, but it made everybody laugh.
Bloody hell. You are
No,
aware this is a family podcast?
I'm aware that's why I said vulgar action and didn't do it or describe it in great detail.
But that's funny. I heard it was it how was the gig? Was it a rough one?
It was all right. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Dan Tiernan was on opening. Is he who you talked to about it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Went all right. Yeah,
All
I
right,
like
fair
Donny.
dues.
Oh
Was
yeah.
that shy lad back?
No, the shy lad wasn't there. The naughty puppy from last time. No, no, he
Naughty
weren't there.
puppy.
I was looking forward to seeing him, but alas, he was absent.
Oh, that
You got any
is.
more updates apart from scratching your own windscreen?
We've tried to. Well, they've made me move seats at work. I covered that last week, didn't I?
Yeah, yeah, you did. You've moved seats at work. We remember. It's worth telling twice. It was brilliant.
I think also, listeners, I think some tickets have become available for the Lowry showing in Salford of Pottervision. I think the 9 p.m. show. So if you want to grab
Oh,
them, you can go to the Lowry website. Pottervision should be on there.
lovely. And the link to that's on our website as well, pottervision.com. And we might as well, while we're announcing it, tickets are now on sale for Edinburgh. We're going to be in Edinburgh from the 4th to the 24th of August, every day at 1:30 p.m. Come and see us. You can reserve seats.
Yeah, that's gonna. I'm looking forward to that. Very exciting. If there's any listeners who live in Edinburgh and would like to let me live in their house, let me know because I've been having a look and I can't seem to find anywhere to live.
Oh dear. Well, I've gone
The
for
option
living.
is,
Yeah.
I might as well be completely honest with you. I was
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
thinking maybe I'll take my dad's van again and do that for another month. The thing is, it is very depressing living stealth like in the back of a van for a month. But I was like, maybe I could make some little documentary about it, like film my experiences, film the decline of a man.
Film the decline of a man. I think so. A daily, 5-minute video where you're slowly becoming more unkempt and depressed.
And then I was thinking, when I turn up in Poland for your wedding, I'll look like a malnourished coyote.
It'll be much like the film Evan Almighty, where you start off clean shaven and you end up looking like Noah, uh, leading animals onto an ark.
It's, yeah. Or Santa
Yeah.
Claus, where I sign a contract to be the Santa Claus, and then I get all big and white-haired, and my son is called Charlie.
Do you want to see that, listeners? Would you be interested in that?
Yeah, but I'll figure something out.
Yeah. You know what?
What else has
Life
been
for the
going on with
living.
me?
You got to live
Yeah,
it. Well,
yeah.
I've booked me accommodation outside of Edinburgh, but I'm going to take my car because it's so much cheaper. 'Cause for a whole month, you could be paying thousands in Edinburgh. And so I've paid 500 quid to be in an Airbnb, and I'll just drive in every day.
That's lovely.
That's lovely. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be good. I'm looking forward. We've not been to Edinburgh as Pottervision for 3 years, so it'll be nice
Do
to
you
be
miss
back.
us, Edinburgh? Do you miss us?
Have you missed us? Are we coming in clear? For those of you who don't have a clue what we keep referencing, this week we're being obsessed with Mike TV from Willy Wonka, who suddenly has an English accent during the scene at the
Yeah.
end where he turns into a TV figure.
We should do an actual poll of the next double vision we do. We should pick, like, say, 5 films and get people to vote on which one we should do.
Oh yeah, because we've had a few of our Patreon followers submit their ideas.
Mm.
What was the one someone suggested before? Oh, I can't remember now. But yeah, we'll just pick. People can pick their favourite, and we'll watch it.
I had some rats message me saying that we should do Camp Rock next.
Camp Rock, is that Disney thing?
Yeah, I think so. Don't know if I want to do it or whether we should do it, but yeah, two of the Pottervision Huns are now rats.
Hey, I think it's like High School Musical, but for rock, and it's got the Jonas Brothers in it or something. And what's her name? Selena Gomez, I think.
If you fancy the Jonas Brothers, why don't you show them your belly?
From where I was sitting, I could see your belly. It's Patrick Stewart, everyone. And for anyone interested, Tom does a full
And we can all
reenactment.
see you dying right now. Let's
Let's
go for it.
go.
Here we go. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, Tom does a whole 3-minute reenactment of that spat between James Corden and Patrick Stewart at some awards.
The Glamour Awards. Or just watch that thing on its own. I think it's absolutely delightful.
Hey, look. Who should we invite to the Glamour Awards? Should it be supermodel Twiggy Lawson, social media personality Kim Cat? No. James Corden and Patrick Stewart, please, at the Glamour Awards. They're
When I
glamorous,
think
aren't they?
glamour, I think of two of the most ugly personalities in the world.
Well, we haven't got room for Joan Collins this year because we've got James Corden at the Glamour Awards. Lovely. Now,
Oh,
Tom.
you couldn't be more wrong, sir. You couldn't be more wrong. Genuinely. But if it looked like that, I'm sorry. But when you come up here and you make an announcement, just fucking get on with it. There we go.
He still knows it after all these years.
Why not
So,
memorize something that is absolutely useless?
yeah, exactly. I mean, at one point, I think I knew pretty much most of that Handforth Parish Council meeting, the famous Zoom thing where they had a big argument.
I never watched that.
Oh, it's brilliant, Tom. You'd love it. But I think for
I don't
you, it
think I
was too
would.
popular for you to
Yeah,
watch.
yeah. I'm a bit of a contrarian, so if something becomes a bit too popular, not my style. I'd rather talk about how I don't want to watch it.
Mhm. Can't argue with that. That's you in a
Has it,
nutshell.
has everyone been hospitable to you in Germany?
Everyone's always very hospitable to me in Germany. Martina has a lovely, welcoming family who treat me as one of their own. It's very lovely.
When you and Martina go out and about, do German people think you are German?
Until I open my mouth, they do, yeah. I find myself in restaurants. I try to order in German, but I think they know straight away and they respond to me in English sometimes when I order a
Yeah.
drink or something, yeah.
Order a drink in German. How's that sound?
Eine große Cola, bitte. And then they'll be like, a Coke, okay, thank you. I'm like, come on, I'm trying here. You knew what I meant. Yeah. Maybe it's the accent. Maybe I need to put more of an accent in. I
Yeah.
don't know.
You need to add more attitude. You need a bit more confidence in it.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I'm just not looking sure of myself. Yeah, maybe that's it.
Or point and grunt at a menu. Oh,
Oh, I might do that because that's universal in any language, isn't it? Pointing and grunting. Ooh, that please. Yeah, I'll try that next time and let you know.
God, you'd be there soon. 2 more months. That's you.
Yeah, I worked out the other day. It's something like 50 days or something till I
Oh,
move.
you make me laugh. You do. You make me
What?
absolutely laugh.
Why?
You're moving to Germany full time in June. Oh, before that, fancy a quick holiday in Germany.
Hey, why not? Hey, why not? It's Easter holidays. Why not see my lovely wife? And
No, fair
yeah.
dues, fair dues. Oh yeah, all the
Yeah.
kids off school.
Uh, no, I don't know if it's holidays, St. Martin. Is it holidays in school? Yeah, it's holidays in Germany as well. But yeah, I'm off work.
What is the
Yeah,
German for Easter?
Oster.
Oster. That's beautiful.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, Oster. There you go. Yeah, that's
What
right.
is
Yeah,
egg in German?
egg. Egg.
Oster. Osterei.
Yeah, Oster eye. Yeah, Easter egg. There we go. Martin is nodding. That's
What?
right. And the Easter
What is
bunny is the
chocolate?
Osterhase.
What is
Chocolate is
chocolate in German?
Schokolade.
Schokolade Osterei.
Yeah, Easter egg chocolate. I didn't know you spoke German.
Yeah, I do
Brilliant.
now. That's all I need
Sehr
for a
gut.
holiday in German. I'll just take anyone's hand, Schokolade Osterei, and then nod and know exactly what I need.
Perfect. Yeah, you just need to know enough to buy a chocolate Easter egg, don't you, to get by?
Mm.
Now, Tom, are you ready for an Easter special? Is this what this is? Is this the Easter special episode? Why not? An Easter special, chapter 21 rundown.
Absolutely. Now, listeners, this is a long-awaited rundown because we tried to record this on Friday, but we could not get a connection going. We could
No,
not get a connection. But
the
here we are
internet was
today.
fine. We just couldn't speak to each other.
Oh, there was no rapport between us.
Oh,
Honestly,
no.
there was no energy. Like two shy strangers.
Yeah. But we're back. And we're ready for chapter 21, the House Elf Liberation Front. The trio are back together, Harry, Ron, and Hermione, and they go off to the Owlery to send an update to Sirius. And when they come back to the common room, everyone's having a surprise party. Whoa! They've got sausage rolls, they've got all sorts. They turn Neville into a canary because he eats a biscuit. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, Hermione finds out that the way to get to all the elves in the kitchen is to tickle a pear in a portrait. So she does that. And later on, she comes to Harry and she goes, "Hey, you've got to follow me. Come and have a look at this." So they go down to the portrait, they tickle the pear, they go in, and all the house elves are there. But who's there in particular? It's Dobby! It's Dobby the house elf.
Oh,
Whoa! He's got a hat on, he's got a tie on, he's got a bare chest. He's just living the dream. And Winky's there as well. Winky not so happy. She's been sacked by Mr. Crouch. She's feeling deep shame and regret, but Dobby's having a brilliant time. He's getting paid a galleon a week by Dumbledore. But they hint at the fact that Bagman might be a naughty boy. Mr. Crouch says that Bagman is a badman.
come on.
But yeah,
Bagman is a naughty boy.
he's a
You're a
naughty boy.
naughty boy. The boy will be taken away and hidden in the labyrinth. He's a naughty boy. Carry on.
Is that David Bowie?
What do you think?
I don't know. I've never seen the film. Is it from Labyrinth?
Did you like the impression?
Yeah, even though I don't know it. Yeah. And that's it. That was chapter 21, the House Elf Liberation Front. What a chapter!
Quel chapter?
Quel chapter!
Finally, we are back to normal. Isn't it a breath of fresh air when you've fallen out with someone and you're friends again?
It's great to see the gang back together. It's been a long time, really. It's been about 5,
Bit
6, 7
belchy today, aren't
chapters.
you, Belcher?
I know, I've just had my dinner. I'm trying to keep it down. I don't
Listeners,
want
the
to
thing
be
is,
belching on the pod.
he's like some 50-year-old granddad. That's quite a fairly young granddad, that. But 50-year-old bloke who's just had a big roast trying to make a speech.
I'm a
You can't.
27-year-old bloke who's just had a big roast.
I can't. You're 23. I can't decide whether you're about to vomit or whether you're about to, I don't know, belch or say something important.
No, I'm just trying to keep it nice for the listeners.
You're looking like that guy at the end of The Meaning of Life.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Creosote.
You would know his name off by heart.
Yeah, would you? And he eats everything off the menu. He's doing all right, but then he has a wafer thin mint, and he explodes in the restaurants. Yeah, Mr. Creosote. Yeah, they're back together. It's the reunion. It's like that one-off Children in Need when we saw S Club back together. It just feels good seeing old friends reunited.
Absolutely.
And they're back to being like nasty to Hermione. There's a few little little nips at her. It's like, come on, she's been trying to get you back together for the past bloody 2 months.
I know, but again, they're ganging up on her again. It's always the case sometimes. I'm guilty of it myself. I don't know about if you've been ever guilty of it. But sometimes people will pick on someone when there's more people around. They won't pick on you one-on-one,
Yeah.
but if there's another person around to show off, they'll pick on you as like a little...
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember that. Yeah, I used to. They were like older kids on the school bus, the Llandudno bus to school, and if I had them on their own, they were all right with me, and they were all right with other people as well. But as soon as they had an audience, they'd be horrible to everybody. Like chucking things and being daft.
And that is exactly the case with Ron and Harry, the way they treat Hermione. For I was reading this chapter and I felt to myself, these really are the best years. I can pinpoint this right now. This has got to be the best time of Harry's life right now. This one
Yeah,
chapter.
100%.
It,
Yeah.
it's the in-between stage. He's just won that first challenge. He's got Ron back as his friend. Gryffindor as a house are behind him completely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's got having a little feast. These really are the good old days, aren't they? I've read these other books and I've seen the films. Only bad things await him, right? I reckon if he
Yeah.
could stay in this moment of time forever, he'd be a very lucky boy. But unfortunately, he's not. Some awful things are going to happen to him. But it had me thinking, Harry Potter in his good old days right there. When are my good old days going to happen?
You never know, they might be around the corner, but so far, from what you've told me, you've only had bad old days.
Moving desk, scratching my windscreen. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
But hey, you never realise what were the good old days until they've finished. That's the problem about the
No.
good old days. You only
Yeah.
realise when sitting near the sunny window of a nursing home that your
Don't it
good old
always
days have
seem to
passed you.
go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They've
You don't know
paved
what you got till
paradise
it gone. Huh?
to put up a parking lot.
Yeah. You don't know
I
what
wrote
you
that.
got till it gone.
You think
Tom,
that
you
was
need to look
embarrassing me?
around you. Eh?
Go on.
You need to realise these are your good old days. Until
Oh,
you
they're not,
check.
are they? They're
They
not,
are.
are they?
Yeah. But
Oh,
I remember
oh,
teachers saying
those.
that. They'd be like, hey, these days in school are the best days of your life. I thought, bloody hell, are they? Is it downhill from here, sir? Oh, God. This is the
These are
pinnacle
my
of my
good
life,
old
is it?
days. Listeners, send help. Call the police on my behalf, listeners. No one should have to endure what I've been enduring.
Hey, but this is what we're saying. Before you had your chair moved, I bet you didn't appreciate how lucky you were to be in the corner of your office. But now you miss
In
it,
many
don't you?
ways, in many ways, it's a bit of a sigh of relief because I've been waiting. I've been waiting for this day to come for absolutely years. I'm like, they're going to tear me out of this corner one day, and they did.
Yeah. So now the fear of it's gone because it's already happened. So
Yeah,
maybe it is the good old days right now.
Harry's got his effing egg, hasn't he?
He's got his being egg. I didn't
Why
want to
don't
say
you
it.
open it up, Harry? Show us all. Crack that
Yeah,
egg.
yeah, yeah.
Let's eat the juices that lay inside. He opens it
Yeah.
up, and the egg begins to scream. Closes
Oh.
it.
Yeah.
But what would you do? Because we know he's got to go put it in a bath or something. But what would you do?
I'd like listen again, but with those earmuffs they used on the mandrakes. You know, she can only hear it a bit.
I'd take it to the Screaming Book, see what he thinks.
I'd love to see them two at it. You know what I mean? A proper screaming match. But yeah, hey, I want to see
Okay.
that. The Screaming Book versus the Screaming Egg. Battle of the Screamers. Thriller in Manila.
I'd be on the side of the Screaming Egg because the Screaming Book has a face that comes out that scares me.
Yeah, yeah. Like I can imagine the Screaming Book getting tired, but I can't imagine the Screaming Egg getting tired. I think that's just screaming constantly.
Oh,
Tell you what, we'll do an Instagram poll. Listeners, you can vote who's going to win. Is it going to be the Screaming Book or the Screaming Egg? Let us know.
Hagrid is out tending to Madame whoever's, what's she called, the French woman?
Madame Maxime.
Madame Maxine's horses. He's feeding them their favourite drink, single malt whiskey. Now, you call me a bit too strict, but I don't care if a horse's favourite drink is single malt whiskey. You do
Yeah.
not give alcohol to an animal.
Yeah. It's like, well, dogs love chocolate, but you don't feed it them, do you? It's bad for them.
And also, you don't give it malt whiskey in place of water.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on. You seem
It's
like
not
a
right.
little kid with heroin. What? It's his favourite. Right. I don't give his favourite. He shouldn't have it.
um, yeah, you make it a treat, yeah?
Yeah. 'Cause then the effect will wear off. If they're always having it, it won't be so special.
Yeah, just because does it fly, this horse? No one should be drinking. There's too much alcohol being passed around at the school.
Yeah. Don't drink and fly. Do you know what I mean? If they're going to be flying this golden carriage about, they don't want to be pissed, do they?
And that is an expensive drink to be given a horse because horses aren't
Mm.
having sips, are they? You think
No,
the
no.
horse is sipping it, enjoying the flavors in its mouth, or is that big stupid horse gulping, gulping, gulping?
So I'm not being funny. I can imagine a horse drinking like 4 bottles worth in one sitting. You know, like just putting their head in the trough, going, and you think a bottle of whiskey costs like 16 quid. Where's Hagrid getting it all
Mm.
from? Maybe he's just doing,
Thief.
like he did with his pumpkins, doing an Engorgio charm on the bottles of whiskey. It's magic. I don't
Speaking
like
of
that you
pump,
can explain everything
speaking,
away with magic.
it's magic. Speaking of pumpkins, in Harry's little party in his bedroom, they're all
Yeah, yeah,
passing
yeah.
around the pumpkin juice, right? Can we stop pretending people like pumpkin juice?
It can't be nice, can it? Pumpkin juice. Well, the people love
No, we're
that
just messing
spiced latte,
around.
don't they? People are obsessed with
What
pumpkin
could,
spiced
but,
lattes.
but here's me having a go. What would be in its? What could we say could be in its place that wouldn't seem out of ordinary in the Wizarding world? Can't butterbeer is too indulgent, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what
Raspberry
could we have?
squash.
Or is that
Sounds a bit
too
magic, doesn't
muggle?
it? What, raspberry squash?
Yeah.
Well, they've said pumpkin juice, I think, because of Halloween, haven't they? 'Cause it's a bit
Elf
witchy.
milk.
Elf milk. They had another jug of elf milk. Why not? Hey. And we had another pound of dwarf cheese. Lovely. That's nice, isn't it?
Unicorn juice.
Unicorn juice. Yeah?
Unicorn
Fairy
blood.
nectar. Unicorn
Yeah.
blood. Yeah.
That's
Uh,
lovely.
yeah. Hag cake. Yeah? Do you want a slice of hag cake? It's tasty.
Cake.
Hey,
My
I'll tell you
sweat
what, at
and
this
blood
party.
went into this cake. Excuse me,
Cookie.
Cookie. Excuse me, Cookie. I understand the sweat. That's a hot kitchen. How's your blood getting in this?
Yeah, come on, Cookie. Hey, I tell you what about this party as well. Dean Thomas, who's good at drawing, they say, he makes these banners, and some of them have got Harry and the Dragon, and other ones have got Cedric with his head on fire. No need for that one,
He's
Dean.
Dean, that smirk that you had when you drew that is going to be wiped right off come the end of the year.
Yeah, exactly. I'd get rid of that before the worst happened. But you don't need that violent one of the other competitor. Hey, Harry, I've got one of you being victorious with the dragon, and here's another one of Crumb being hung. What? Put that one away, Dean. It's Fleur being mauled by a tiger. Right, right. Dean, just have the one to Harry.
And here's one of Amos Diggory crying his eyes out. What do you think of that?
Do you like the trumpets in the background? Bye bye! Bye bye!
Silence! Silence!
I'd love it if he was just saying that to Amos. Shut up.
Shut up.
Hey, and I thought you'd like this bit. Neville spilled sausage rolls on the floor when the eggs released. Did you enjoy that bit? The idea of
No.
sausage rolls on the floor?
It was sausages. Sausage rolls are so different to sausage rolls.
See, I think sausage rolls are up there with sausages as a funny food stuff. Something
No.
amusing
You
about a
remind...
sausage wrapped in pastry.
Have you seen that lad baby guy?
Oh, yeah, we built this city on sausage rolls or whatever.
He's taken sausage rolls and he's ruined it for everyone.
Yeah, come on, lad baby. Oh, I know. I know. Didn't they get like 3 Christmas number ones in a row all about sausage rolls?
Yeah, and also, man's got a mansion. What's happening there? What's going on there?
I know, he's
Someone
supposed to be
explain
doing these
that.
things for charity, aren't they? How come he's got a mansion, Mr. Sausage Rolls?
The Pottervision boys are always on point and timely with their topical discussions.
We are on the pulse.
Mid-April, the Pottervision boys are talking about something that happened 5 months ago.
Hey, we are absolutely on the pulse of all current affairs. Hey, ain't it bad that Harambe got shot?
Oh, don't bring that up.
Oh, too soon.
Too soon.
It's
Yeah.
too soon, Nana.
They go into Professor Trelawney's lesson,
Yeah.
and once again, Ron is being skeptical about another one of her awful predictions. And it's like, fair enough, Professor Trelawney. You literally are the witch that cried wolf. Like, you
Yeah,
predict
she
everyone's
is.
death all the times. How can we take you seriously?
Yeah, you're
A
right.
broken
And
a
yeah,
broken clock is right once a day.
twice, you might say. But you might have meant an analog
24-hour one.
clock. Yeah, 24-hour one. I'll give you that. But and as well, predicting somebody's death is like, well, we're all mortal, aren't we?
Yeah.
He's proud of himself, listeners. He got out of it with a 24-hour clock.
We're all
um,
mortal. It's something to think about, isn't it? When I stare
yeah.
into Lucas's face, and I think that in 500 years' time, I won't be the same man. He'll be, in a word, mush.
Mush. Yeah, I don't know. The idea that we're mortal, does that make you sad that you don't live forever, or does it give you a bigger purpose in life, knowing that your time is limited?
If I could
Don't
live
let us know.
forever,
Just think about it.
it'd be such a weight off my shoulders. I'd be like, oh, thank God. Thank God.
What if you were immortal?
Yeah, I'd be like,
Yeah.
finally, I can watch every film.
Yeah. Finally. Do you know what? It's not fair, is it? As soon as you watch a film, they've bloody made another one. It's very hard to
Oh,
keep up with films.
in the olden days, with videos, we'd rewatch and DVDs, we'd rewatch films. Put it
Yeah.
on again. Put it on again. You
Yeah.
watch it twice in a day sometimes. Put it
I
on
know.
again.
You think, look, I've only got 10 videos. Which of our 10 videos would you like to watch again? Willy Wonka,
Now,
please.
now it's like, oh, a new film's come out. Oh, what's it called? It's called Call Me by Your Name. Are you going to watch it? All right. Do you want to watch it again? No, I don't think that film was for me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've
I
watched that
don't think I
now.
will watch it again.
I know.
Have you
You don't
seen
even
that
have to watch
film?
them all now with Netflix. You just watch the first 5 minutes and get bored and watch something else. You
Yeah.
don't have to commit anymore.
Well, like most people, you'd be watching 5 minutes of Netflix and you get your phone out and put an episode of Pottervision podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Netflix looking at suing us because the amount of streaming they've lost due to people listening to the Pottervision podcast is crippling them.
But it's a question on everyone's mind, isn't it? How do you spell Sue in that context? Is it SUE like the woman, or is it
Yes.
SEW like so? Nobody knows.
I know, it's SUE.
Like the woman?
Like the woman, yeah. You don't sew someone, do you?
Well, it's up for debate, and
It's up for debate. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm sure there's many Pottervision listeners sat around the world writing both versions out as we speak, or thinking them in their mind. Have I ever
Yeah, I forgot to
hesitated when I've
say.
written the word Sue? What?
Yeah, I forgot to say before I said it that is only my opinion, and it's not representative of both Pottervision boys. I think it's SUE, but that's just my opinion on the matter.
Are there any words you struggle spelling?
Oh, I can't. Oh, what's the one?
We all had a bit of help with beautiful. Thank you, Bruce Almighty.
Thank you, Bruce Almighty. I always forget how many M's are in accommodation. I think it's two, but that one always gets me. I always have
Mm.
to double check that one. Some spellings, they're difficult because the English language is not phonetic.
And also, your phone takes over a lot of the time and just fixes your spelling. And then
No.
when you're using like a program or bit of software that doesn't correct your spelling, you look at it and you're like, well, none of that looks right.
I know. You get lazy because the computer just does it for you. And it doesn't even like tell you, it just fixes it and you get on with your life, don't you?
Hello, computer, I love you.
Computer, I love you. Bye bye.
Lovely stuff. They go down into the kitchens, don't they?
Oh yeah, they
Earlier
do.
on in the chapter, the Weasley brothers, the twins of which, had told Hermione how to get into the kitchens. You have to go up to a painting, slap your fingers on it in one way or another. Painting opens, and you'll find yourself in the kitchens. Yeah, they
You've
do
just got to
so,
tickle a
and
pear, Hermione.
they go downstairs and they find out Dobby's down there.
They'll be down there.
Hello, Dobby.
Harry Potter, sir.
What's funny though is Dobby is wearing clothes, and I feel like an inordinate amount of time is spent criticizing the clothes of these elves in this chapter,
Yeah,
because the
yeah,
thing
yeah.
is, they're holding elves to the standard that they hold humans. Oh, and Dobby, he was wearing all odd bits. He was worse than Fudge at the Bingy Bongy. Yeah.
No, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it was like, oh, his clothes are all over the place. He was wearing a tea cozy for a hat. He was wearing a bloody jumbo thong bikini. He was wearing, a Wellington on his head. Right. But it's like he's an elf. Let him
Yeah,
off.
he's a different
He's not had any
species.
parents.
Hey, I
He's not
tell
had
you
any
what.
parents to dress him. And even
Yeah.
when your parents do, like, some parents dress you like an arsehole anyway. I think we
I
can all
know.
remember the spider jumper that Lucas used to wear.
Oh yeah, the spider T-shirt with the labels on it of the body parts. I know Dobby is a different species of creature. You don't go, oh, I went to my mate's house the other day. You'll never guess what the bloody dog was wearing. A harness and nothing else. Yeah, it's a dog. It was going on a walk. It's not supposed to be wearing bloody T-shirt and a jeans, is it?
Mm.
You bloody idiots. If he wants to wear a tea cozy, he can. And it makes sense for Dobby to wear a tea cozy rather than a hat because the two holes for the spout and the handle, his ears can pop through.
I went into a cafe this afternoon, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And how many greyhounds would you say is appropriate to take into a cafe with you?
Maximum two.
And two's pushing it, isn't it?
And two is pushing it, believe me. Two is pushing it. But maximum two. Yeah.
Big old greyhound.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It might have been a greyhound lurcher, or maybe just a lurcher, something like
Yeah.
that. This person had brought in three.
Hooray! Bloody hell.
T-
Table
two
for
stage
four,
studs.
please. Yeah. Yeah.
You got any playing cards? Table for two stage stood up. The other doggy laid on the floor,
Brilliant.
and not like that way. You know, with like the bit presentable on their belly, not
Spluted,
that.
yeah.
On the side, like all like splayed out.
Blimey neck. Well, I'll have a cup of coffee, please, and 3 tin bowls of tap water. And I'll sit here for 2 hours.
Here's me ordering my coffee. Can I get an Americano, please? Any milk? Yeah, dog.
Hey, he's ready for it. He's in the right position. He's primed for a milking.
Dogs have breasts. They are mammals.
Oh, yes. If you learn one thing today, it's dogs have breasts. Remember that, listeners. This is an educational podcast. We're hired by the local authority to deliver this message to you.
My favourite line.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
So Dobby is free, right? I find it cute. It was a little flutter in my heart of, good feeling that Dobby is wearing the sock that Harry freed him with.
Yeah.
Harry's own sock. I thought that was quite nice that he still wears it.
Has he washed it?
Doubt it. I reckon it still stinks of Harry.
And they're having a go at the girl Dobby as well, aren't they? What's girl Dobby called?
Girl Dobby is called Winky.
Oh yeah, Winky. Winky.
It's Winky, everyone.
He's like, Winky's found herself a nice little dress, but the silly cow got food all down her. Sloppy.
She's working. Do you know what I mean? I used to work in a cafe and I'd always come back with my apron covered in like bean juice or something. Stuff happens when you work. If she was out,
totally.
at the Oscars, you'd think, oh, fair enough, wipe the bean juice off you. But she's at work.
Mm.
What are you expecting? Oh, bloody hell. Went round to this bloody plasterer. He had bloody plaster all over him, the dirty git. He's a plasterer. He's got plaster on him. What do you expect? Don't have a go at Winky for being a cook and having food on her.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm glad you agree. She's distraught, is Winky. Winky is sad because Crouch has sacked her, essentially, and she feels great shame about Mr. Crouch. Yeah, I think, you'd feel bad, wouldn't you, if you'd been sacked?
It depends if I'd. Would I? That's so funny. You'd feel bad if you'd been sacked. All right, I'll run with that. I'll give you a quick 5 minutes on my opinions on being sacked. I've never been sacked. I've walked away from many jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be if you didn't have an income coming in, you'd be scared because I wouldn't care about being sacked because whatever. But you'd be like, oh no, I've got bills to pay.
Yeah, it's
Be like,
scary.
Lucas, quick! We need to book in some more Pottervision dates.
We need to pay those bills. Yeah. Blowing it. But yeah, poor Winky, she feels very loyal to Mr. Crouch and she misses him.
Is that a beer?
It's called Mezzo Mix. It's a mixture
What
of
is it?
cola and orange.
This guy's the funniest bloke in the world. He's like, can't stop burping. Time for something fizzy.
Hey, I'm just wetting my whistle.
Spit it back in then.
No. Hey, Dobby nearly spills the beans about the Malfoys, doesn't he? I got excited by that.
Oh, God, yeah, go on.
Oh, they're like, hey, Harry's like, hey, you're not with the Malfoys now. Tell us, spill the beans, what's going on? And Dobby's like, they're dark wizards. I'm not going to say any more. Come on, Dobby, give us something. Tell us that, I don't know, one of them's a thief. One of them steals from the workplace.
Right. How many glasses of pumpkin juice are you giving this chapter out of 5?
Oh, I enjoyed this chapter. This felt like a palate cleanser after so much misery and action and drama. There was a lot of comic relief in this. Hagrid, we didn't even mention Hagrid agreeing to an exclusive interview with Rita Skeeter in the pub. I'm looking
Oh,
forward
yeah.
to that. Yeah, why? Just on that briefly, Hagrid is just so on a different planet. He doesn't like some people know they're daft, don't they? They think, right,
Yeah.
I'm not having an interview because I'm going to say something I regret. Hagrid just blunders into agreeing to having an interview with Rita Skeeter. That's never going to end well, is it? No, it's not, he's saying. So, anyway, I enjoyed this. It was a comic relief chapter. There was a lot going on. It was fun. I love that we saw Dobby again. I love that we've seen Winky again. I don't know why it was called the House Elf Liberation Front. That was just a throwaway remark Ron gave Hermione's group. But I'm going to give this. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to give it 5. What was it? Glasses of pumpkin juice out of 5.
Mm.
Yeah, 5.
Now, for me, as I already said, this is such a golden time, right? It's the period of Harry winning a challenge and he's back with his friends, but also we're seeing glimmers of the past of them going on a little adventure, going into the kitchens to see Dobby. I
Mm.
would be a coward, a liar, a thief, a miscreant, a bully if I was to give this chapter anything less than 5 glasses of pumpkin juice out of 5.
It's a full house.
Right, are you ready for the quiz?
Yeah.
Quiz, quiz, key, quiz, quiz, key, quiz, 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 quiz. Gonna ask you some questions. How well will you do? Quiz, quiz, key, quiz, quiz, key, quiz, 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 quiz. Gonna ask you about Harry Potter, Lucas. How well will you do? I'll blow you a kiss. Mwah.
Lovely. I'm ready for the quiz.
Question 1. What did Fred offer Hermione?
Oh, come back to me on that one.
Question 2. What treat did the twins hex?
A custard cream.
Correct, sir. Question 3. How do you get into the kitchen?
You tickle a pear on a portrait of some fruit.
It's a green pear, but I'll give you that.
Thank you.
Question 4. How were the elves gathered around the door?
Oh, how were the elves gathered around the door? Excitedly.
They were clustered.
Oh.
Question 5.
How
What
does he
is
expect me to get
Dobby's?
that one right?
Who is Dobby's best friend? Question 5.
Winky.
No, Dobby's best friend is Harry Potter. And question 1. What did Fred offer Hermione?
Oh, no. Cream cake.
Unfortunately, Mr. Kirkby, you are wrong. It is a jam tart. Quiz, quiz, key, quiz,
Ah,
quiz, key, quiz, 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 quiz. Can I ask you some questions? How well will you do? Quiz, quiz, key, quiz, quiz, key, quiz, quiz, quiz. Can I ask you about Harry Potter? Because how well will you do? I'll blow you a kiss. Mwah.
has been the Pottervision podcast. Thank you all so much for listening. Also, I think we should give a special shout out to the winner of our drawing competition before we leave you. So, congratulations to Flora, who drew us a wonderfully strange picture of me and you with a psychedelic background. If you want to have a peeky look at that, you can go on our Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. But congratulations, Flora, you have won 3 tickets to our Manchester show. We're on tour. Tom, according to Tom, we've got some more tickets left for Manchester. We're also going to be in Leeds, Brighton, and London. So come and see us at one of those dates.
At the
Next,
Brighton show,
yeah,
we've got a very exciting support act.
oh yeah, it's you, isn't it?
It's me.
It's Tom.
Because, yeah, what we should have done the whole time is instead of a different stand up, it's going to be me doing 20 minutes of stand up.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say that. I'd say that we've really enjoyed having lots of fantastic comedians to support us on the tour. But for this one in particular, we've got Tom doing 20 minutes. So
Well,
I'm going to come on at the beginning and say, here's Tom. And then he's going to do 20 minutes. And then I'm going to come back on and say, that was Tom. And so that'll be the first
no
hour.
slighting the other comedians, but financially, it just makes more sense for me to do it.
So there we go. But yeah, so come and see us. Also, now we're on sale for Edinburgh from the 4th to the 24th of August. Please come and see us at the Edinburgh Fringe. We'd love to see you. Next week, we are on episode 79, which is chapter 22 of The Goblet of Fire, The Unexpected Task. You have been a pink shirt wearing Tom Lawrenson.
And you have been a beautiful belching Lucas Kirkby.
Bye.